Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today I want to do my... Actually, it was supposed to be 1 year, but we're a little bit past that. So we are now at a year and... oh gosh, I don't know, like 4 months, like a year and 4 months. My updated review for the Next Level Racing FGT Cockpit. I recently just installed the ERS3 seat from Next Level Racing on here. And I wanted to do my review for both the chair and the Next Level Racing FGT Cockpit with the with the monitor stand. The monitor stand actually does do 1 to 3 screens. If that's what you want, you can have it folded out with 3 monitors up to 32 inches, I believe, on each of those. So that there is a pretty good feature. So I've used this thing for over a year now, for about 16 months. Yeah, so 4 months. So yeah, 16 months I've had the FGT Cockpit. I'd like to thank Next Level Racing for sending this out to me. I actually reached out to a few different cockpit manufacturers, and Next Level Racing was literally the only ones that would even talk to me. My channel was a lot smaller then, and they were like, yeah, dude, we'll absolutely do that for you. And so they sent this out to me, and I did a full build video for that. I will link that video at the end if you guys want to watch the full build and see how that came together. The build process on this was awesome. Was able to get it set up, within like an hour and a half. When I first got this, I had the Thrustmaster TX hooked to it. That was pretty awesome. But then since I've had multiple different direct drive wheels on this now, I've had a 15 Newton meter. Right now I got a 12 Newton meter direct drive wheel on there. Before that I had the Fanatec 8 Newton meter, and as well as the 5 Newton meter C5 from Camus. So yeah, I've put a lot of different direct drive wheels on here. Still very stable. This cockpit actually comes with even more stability if you need it. If you're gonna run something like a 15 Newton meter rim, there's 2 more braces that you can put on there to stabilize this even more. I don't have any separation or anything like that going on with my cockpit. I tightened down the screws pretty decently, and I don't beat it up, a whole lot. I've got well over 1,000 hours of racing on this cockpit at this point in time. I play a lot of Assetto Corsa Competizione. I play a lot of sim rally games. So you're definitely getting a workout on here. So yeah, man, this thing is awesome. I believe for just the cockpit, it's like $4.99. Definitely affordable. You can get it on Amazon. You can even order it from the Xbox store, have it shipped right to your house. The overall package weight was kind of heavy, so you might need 2 people to lift it. I believe it was about 100 pounds, or maybe a little more than 100 pounds. It does come in a pretty decent sized package. Like I said, there'll be a link in the description there. There is also a link in the description if you would like to pick this up from Amazon. Now, here's the thing. When I was looking for a cockpit, because I used to be a bigger guy, I used to be 335 pounds, so I needed something that was going to support my weight and be easy for me to get in and out of. I've since lost a bunch of weight. I've lost like 65 pounds or whatever, and that's made getting in and out of this even easier. But the thing that I want to stress the most is the seat that comes with the FGT Cockpit is nice and flat. There's no ridge or nothing like that. So if you do got a bigger, waist or something like that, I was at like a 42 waist. I was easily able to get in there. Now I'm down to like a 38 waist again. And this new ERS3 seat is very, very comfortable. Fits me nice and snug. Actually perfect. It actually fits me perfect. I love this. So is what I want to do is I want to go ahead and do a couple of laps around the spa. We're just doing practice laps. I know I do practice laps a lot, but it's easier for me to talk and concentrate and be able to talk to you guys while I'm doing that. The first thing that I noticed immediately after getting the FGT cockpit, because before that I went from the play seat. I had the play seat, the Evolution or whatever, and that had the pole right down the center of your legs for the thing, and it just was so uncomfortable and so hard to drive and keep one foot on the brake and one on the throttle. Whereas this one here, very easy. Both your legs go right down the center for it. This cockpit, actually, with the FGT cockpit, you can utilize this as both an F1 cockpit. Like, you can lower the back and kind of have it more tilted upwards so that you're more approximating what it would feel like to drive an F1 car, or you can have it set in a GT layout like I have it right now. I'm more into GT racing. I don't necessarily care too much about F1, so that never really occurred to me. But yeah, I've got this set up in the GT pattern, which is cool. So I love the compatibility that way. You know, just being able to pick and choose how you want your overall setup to feel. Also, you'll be able to like upgrading it. So upgrading this and putting the ERS3 seat on here, the racing seat, it was a pretty straightforward process. Obviously, I had some quality assurance issues with my ERS3 when it first came in. I have since reached out to Next Level Racing and talked to their support team, and they probably some of the coolest that I've ever seen. Before, I mean, like these guys were ready to send me out a whole brand new chair and everything, and I told them, like, look guys, that is not necessary. I'm just missing plastic parts. I just basically I mean, I customized it and everything and already got everything fixed on it, so that is not necessary. They do not need to do that. But the fact that they were willing to do that and handle that immediately, I was like, no, that's not necessary. I just wanted to pretty much let them know, you know, about the quality issues that I suffered, and pretty much let them know, like, look man, this is the way the video came out. I bought the chair, I wanted to upgrade it, you know, I have a YouTube channel, I wanted to you know, put that content out there, but I wasn't gonna sit and cut up the video and all of that stuff. So I did want to, you know, come back and let anybody who watched that know that, like, yeah guys, these guys were more than willing to get all of my issues solved. They did tell me that that there was a number of chairs that weren't, you know, up to the quality that they would that they, you know, the quality standards that they set for themselves, and they're basically willing to do whatever it is to make it right. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Like, I understand that, you know, we're all human, people make mistakes. The fact of the matter is the experience with the chair actually hooked up and all set up, very, very nice. And the process for setting it up, you know, putting it on the cockpit itself, very easy, very, very easy. Step-by-step instructions to show you how to do that, and it was a very, very easy process for that part. Other than that, like, yeah, that was cool. So now I want to switch my my thinking over to just talking about the actual cockpit and this chair, because I liked the original chair that came on here. But when I saw that this chair came out, and I saw, like, the promotions for it and stuff like that over on Twitter and everything, I was like, my gosh, dude, I want that chair so bad. And when I found out that it is compatible with the FGT cockpit with just minimal modification, I was like, yep, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. And I'm so freaking happy that I did, because I love this. It turned an already fabulous cockpit into something that's like, yes, this is incredible and affordable for everybody. Like, this is a very affordable, high quality, feature packed, like, cockpit, man. Like, I think you'd be satisfied with this overall product. You know, $500. So with the let me just give you like a little bit of clarification, or a little bit of what's it called, like a scenario. The play seat that I bought, I paid $380 for it, you know, from Amazon, and then I had to buy an extra seat slider, which cost me another like 60 something bucks or something, just to put that on there, bringing that total up to like $500 already. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? That like, and like that play seat, man, I had to like put screws in it. It barely fit me. You know, I was just like, gosh, that was such a terrible experience. And the thing with sim racing is you can get yourself into whatever mess you want to by trying to be super cheap and stuff. And that's what I love about Next Level Racing, is they do have something for everyone. They just brought out a new cockpit. It's called the GTR Racer, and that one's actually $100 less than this one. So that there's an option for you too if you're in the need for a cockpit. I do recommend though, if you're a bigger guy like I used to be, I would go for the FGT. You're going to be able to get in and out of this thing a lot easier. And for me, like honestly, I see no reason whatsoever to get anything else than this. All of the holes are pre-drilled for multiple, and I mean this, multiple different for different wheel setups. Definitely drilled out for all the standard ones, and then some of your like other, you know, off the fringe type wheel setups and stuff, they usually fit too. I haven't had to drill any holes in this, and I am using Camus right now. Camus is actually using the Fanatec bolt pattern, so that's been pretty good. As far as, you know, hooking up my pedals and everything, all of my pedal sets have always worked. You know, whether it was the Thrustmaster T3PA Pro pedals, the Fanatec pedals that come with the DD Pro, or the Camus LC100 pedals, all of them have fit and worked just fine. And so yeah, in terms of, you know, functionality and being able to actually, you know, set up anything that you want to set up for it, like, yeah, I would say that dang good. I didn't have any issues with the overall build quality of the FGT cockpit itself. That went together smooth. Didn't have any issues or any problems with that. So yeah, overall it's held up great over the year and over the 16 months that I've had access to it. I put, like I said, over 1,000 hours of racing on here now, combined between Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. So I would say this is a pretty dang solid product for sure, and definitely well worth your money. I don't think I can stress that enough, that like the overall, you know, quality and being able to get in and out of this as a bigger guy, that there made sim racing a lot more enjoyable for me, because it got to the point with that play seat that I was like, gosh, man, I can't even get in this thing, man. Like it sucks, you know, trying to get in this thing, and, you know, trying to do any kind of sim racing or any of that kind of stuff was just uncomfortable. I've never felt that way with the FGT cockpit, not one time. I've never felt uncomfortable. I've never had a hard time getting in and out of it, and I've never been like, oh my gosh, I don't want to sim race. Normally, like when I want to sim race, it's just because I got something else that I got to do, so I'm like, gosh dang it. But I've definitely been putting a lot more time in on this wheel setup and everything, and the fact that, you know, it runs just fine with, or it works just fine with direct drive wheels and stuff. It's actually very quiet. Obviously, the TV stand's been perfect, no issues with that whatsoever. So yeah, in terms of having this as an option or for sim racing, I definitely 100% recommend the FGT cockpit. I think this thing is awesome. Like I said, man, it's really stable. It doesn't take up too much room, even with the TV stand on it. I think at max we're about 6 feet, to be completely honest with you, and probably 2.5 feet wide or about two, maybe like 18 to maybe like 20 inches or something. I do have my tape measure. Let me just grab my tape measure, and we'll just get you guys some real measurement. Ooh boy. Yeah, so 20 inches wide, and then from the wall to the back of the thing, 67 inches. And then with the ERS3, we're looking at about 41 inches tall. So not too bad. Not too bad. You know, you can adjust this steering wheel plate up and down, forward. You can it comes with two different ways to set up your pedal plate. You can either set it on a slant or straight, like I have right now. The like I said, every single hole in here is drilled out for multiple different manufacturers of wheel setups. There are extra stability things in the box that you can mount to the side right here and down to the frame. So overall, I would say this is a freaking awesome build that has been very comfortable for me, and that's coming from a bigger guy, man. I'm 6'2" and I was 335 pounds. Now I'm 6'2" and 271 pounds. So yeah, it's been an awesome experience. So if you guys like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one.